And if the rates are good enough... Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Triplets? Howdy, folks, and welcome back to ARK Adventures on Ragnarok. Yeah, we're in the treehouse area, the trees. And I've done a little bit to my base. I just want to give you guys a quick tour before we dive into what we're going to do this episode. But I've started building some structures. I've just been doing a ton of resource gathering, metal, crystal, cementing paste from all the beaver dams over here. Thank you very much, beavers. I had so much cementing paste. I'll show you where it all went, but there's still tons of it. But we've got the industrial forge, and I managed to squeeze it in here underneath this platform roof slope thingy, just barely. And I put it like along here. It kind of fits. I basically lined it up along this beam here, the back of it, and it's pretty cool. You can get around it, and it doesn't seem too out of place, right? And there's a platform smithy there, and I'll show you what we use that for in just a second. I should really replace this with some of the other artifacts. Anyway, up here I've got some of the eco stuff, and I've done a little bit of decorating, put some tables and things in, and I should need to put something on that center of that table. But the eco mod stuff going here that we've got on the server. Nothing really different over here, although I just realized the Anki is down there because I've been taking her out and collecting stuff, and I haven't put her back in her place. But you notice my Pteranodon is missing. And in fact, my other Pteranodon is missing. Why is that? Well, you might have just seen it. Ta-ta! Off camera, it's kind of a side comment from Sperry in Discord. We were chatting, and he said something about now that we can make glass platforms, we should make a glass birdhouse. And I said, done. I just went crazy. I was just had a few hours to kill, and I probably should have recorded it. But I don't know about you guys, but just building, building an episode that's just about building, I'm not a big fan of. So I thought what I would do instead is just kind of walk through what I did on it, what we did on it. I don't know if Sperry's going to like it or not. He hasn't actually been in since I did it, but it might change. But anyway, I had a ramp system that came down here and went to this ramp. Remember before we had a wooden platform there with just some birds on it. It was just our bird landing spot, and we had that ramp going to the ground down there and everything. And so what I did instead was I turned that into a glass platform, and then I realized I couldn't really line up the ramps very well. And then I thought, hey, why don't I just put a wooden platform here, come down from my platform to this one, and then come down from this platform into this one. And that's what I did. And it's a little off-center, but yeah, I can live with it. We go in here, and we've got these S+. This is made up of you can almost see the line. I don't know if it's going to come across in the YouTube video, but there are 4 S+ large, they are extra large glass walls that make the primary walls for our little bird cage. And then we've got a couple of doorways like this one here, which I've just leave open. I didn't put any kind of I originally put a gate here. Then I realized, I don't really need a gate. And it makes it kind of difficult to get in and out. Now you could think, well, you need to protect it from bad flying. Well, there are no bad flying creatures around here. There's no RGs around here. Nothing that's going to come in here. So I figured, hey, why not? And if it does, we've got a lot of people in here, including the bird guards that Sperry put in. But this is an opening gate here for the main gate in and out, which is an auto-opening custom gate. This is one of those S+ dynamic gates. And I basically just made it fit this space here, which is really cool. Up above, these darkened areas, you see how the ceiling, all of this is kind of tinted glass. And it's getting a little bit dark. Let me hit a little bit of gamma just so you can see a little better. All of this is tinted glass. So we've got the roof up here is the same sort of ceiling that I've got on mine, except this is glass. I don't think I put glass on mine. I think I put metal. And there's a couple of dark spots. Those two dark ones and these two dark ones, those are actually doors, automatic doors. We've got this ramp up here, so I figured what we do, we have this raised platform in the center, is we put the smaller flyers, like the Pteranodons and the RGs up here, and bigger flyers. In fact, I never put biplane up here, which is one of Sperry's. I was going to put him up here, so he'd have access to his flyers. But bigger flyers, like that Wyvern, if he wants to put it in there, could go down on the ground So we have room for them down there, and we left, of course, the griffin down here. Or I left the griffin down here. We're going to put hot pickup up here as well for Sperry. All right, there we go. I'm not going to level up his flyers. And back down on this side, we have the similar thing. And here is the ramp that used to come out of Sperry's. Again, not quite aligned, but good enough. I mean, he only used it for coming down on foot or maybe with a Giganto. And they can still fit in here. And I made this door go up that far. And then just capped it off with some large glass walls to top it off. I think it's pretty cool. Right? Right? I'll show you the doors. The above the doors at the top. So if we fly up, see how they automatically open for us? That's cool. That's one entryway. And then there's another one down here. Now they try to open out, so it's kind of awkward to fly in. But if you just kind of hang around the center, you can bump yourself back in, which is really cool. All right. So there we go with that. Now, this episode, what I would really like to do is what I promised you guys I would do last episode. Or no, what I promised you I would do this episode. I promised it last episode. I promised I would do it this episode, which is the making of the baby Wyvern. Because remember, Sperry gave us I might have to go actually grind for more resources now that I remember. I'm thinking about it. An egg. He gave us, here it is, a lightning Wyvern egg. Did I turn off my tooltips? I think I did. Toggle tooltips. There we go. There we go. Level 180 lightning Wyvern that he had found. He gave that to us. So what I think we'll do is we'll hatch that sucker. We've got the kibble table for Wyvern milk if we need it. Oop, the kibble table's over here. For Wyvern milk if we need it. Just using raw metal, you can make miscellaneous. There it is, Wyvern milk. So we've got that. I don't think the egg's going to hatch here. Maybe it will. Let's find out. I'm probably going to need air conditioner, though. So let's drop that. Where would we hatch it? I think I want to hatch it on the... I can hatch it up here. So let's go ahead and drop this and see what happens. Oh. Too cold. That's what I figured. We're going to need some air conditioning, some air cons. So let's go ahead and see if I have enough resources for the air cons. That's what I thought about, what I said just a minute ago about having to, I have to make more electronics, having to go to grind some more because I had just used almost all of my metal for making that birdhouse. So composites, electronics, let's see how, I'd like to pull enough for like 100 and just see if I can make 100. And it looks like I can. That's not going to be a problem. I probably only need a couple of air cons. We'll make as many as we can. Yeah, we'll make 4, maybe. Usually when you're starting to build something or adding some resource over here, you won't usually know to pull it. S Plus won't, because I think it refreshes its inventory list after a kind of a cycle. And so it doesn't know it's there yet, so you have to kind of pull it over manually. But that's fine. So now we go to the air cons. Can we make 4? We sure can. That's exactly how much we can make. 4 seems like a good number. And these S Plus air cons give tons of insulation, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's drop this stuff. Where do we want to put it? Along this wall? Probably. Let's come out just a bit. Like that. And these will snap to each other. They don't snap to the foundations, but they will snap to each other. So we can just do that. Have 4 of them like this. And we come on over here. We drop the egg. And it is incubating. It's going to incubate pretty quickly, so we'll be back as soon as it hatches. I need to go get some meat. Really quickly running off and gathering some metal because I completely forgot to get some raw metal because I had cooked it all. As you saw when I looked at the kibble table, there was very little in there. I didn't have enough to make any wyvern milk. So it should be enough to make a little bit of wyvern milk. Let's head back. Hopefully he hasn't hatched yet. I don't think he has. Teleport back. The teleporter, thankfully, at our base is right next to where the egg is hatching. Oh, in here. Whew. Oh boy, 5 seconds left. Just in time. And if the rates are good enough... Oh no, are you kidding me? Triplets? Triplets? Oh boy, come on over here. You. Oh my god. If the rates are like they are on servers I run, which I think they are, oh my gosh, I have to... Oh man, kind of just... There we go, they're moving. Good. Oh, and the hitboxes are like adults. Gosh, stop doing that. Okay, and then one more. Okay, and you disable wandering, and you disable wandering, and we're going to check the health here in a second. Disable wandering, you got a female, and a female. 3 females, that's awesome. Health is fine. Food is, they've got some food numbers, so we don't have to panic. Let me put a pickup. You can pick up babies using the pickup relic, which is awesome. When you first pick them up, they look kind of full size, and they look pretty big when they're on you. Actually, well, as soon as we eject him, he'll go full size. She will, and then she'll go small again. Look at that. So stop following me, all of you. You pick up relic. There you are. What I meant by the rates is we shouldn't need to feed them wyvern milk. They should actually survive into maturation just fine. Go over there, and you can... I don't want you staying right there because you're too big. All right, we're going to take them downstairs. They're all obviously 180s in a moment. Okay, they're doing good. But you do need the wyvern milk for imprinting. And the server settings are such that you only have to imprint once. So let's see how much we can make. Oh, we can't make any. Wow, it requires 250. Okay. When are you guys going to want... Oh, 36 minutes till your imprints. And I think you'll survive, but we're gonna take Anki here, and we're gonna go collect a ton of metal. So I will... Let me get away from those babies so I don't teleport them. I'll be right back. Okay, they're almost done. We've given them their final imprinting. They needed 2 imprintings each. Fortunately, there was enough time to do both. And I only needed to use 2 of the wyvern milks because the first one was a walk. That one was a walk the first time. These 2 were cuddles. And then this one was cuddle, and these 2 were milk. So they're all up to 100%. What I'm going to do, I think, is use this thing. We're using the classic flyers, which allows you to create this wyvern stone, which can basically take the place of a saddle. So it gives you a little bit of armor, not a lot. Can I pull the resources to make 3 of them from here? I can. Can I pull 4? Why do you say, can I pull 4? Well, there's a reason for that. And when it stops crafting, I'll tell you. I went over, as I was waiting for these guys, and checked on Sperry's wyvern over here to see if he was using a wyvern stone, and he wasn't. And because I remembered they existed, I wanted to make sure he was using it, and he's not. So I thought, well, hey, why not? I'll make an extra one and stick it on his wyvern. There we go. I can actually move now. Stick it on his, and it goes in a saddle slot, and it offers a little bit of armor, which is kind of cool. Oh, there you go. Max Dillon. Don't know what that is. Maybe it's a patron or something. Or some celebrity or something I don't know about. Some famous person. Okay, so when these guys are done, I don't have a need for 3. I'm thinking I'll turn one of them into an SW-B, meaning it's kind of communal for the area, for this base, and put it up in the bird area. Well, I'll probably put them both up there, but make one of them SW-B, so that anybody can feel free to use it or level it as they see fit. One of them will be mine, and then I think the third one, and it doesn't matter which one because they're all female and they're all identical. I think they're all identical. What do we got here? 78, 51, 223. I think they are. 78, 51, 223. They should be, right? Because they're triplets. 78, 51, 223. I'm just looking at the melee and the health as the only real thing I care about. Well, let's look at the other one. The others as well. 1676 and 640. 1676 and 640. 1676 and 640. I was looking at stamina and weight. They should be identical. 1676 and 640. Yeah, they're identical, so it doesn't matter which one. The last one, I think maybe I'll try to gift to somebody. Maybe I'll fly around and see who doesn't have a wyvern or doesn't have a good, powerful flyer or something. and see who I can drop it off on. I'm leaning towards maybe mortuary. I don't know. He tends to really be into building and is not as much into taming, so maybe I can give him one. But we'll go check it out. We'll go see who's got what. Yep, got the eggs. What? Oh, I thought that was another egg. I thought it was a green egg. It was actually his leg, or her leg. His leg, right? Yeah, his leg. Guns is a he. All right, so when these guys mature up, we'll take them out for a flight and drop one of them off. Here is the first one. I've named Sparkles, the SWB. I've given it a level of melee. And I remember now that, especially with Wyverns and Vanilla, you notice his food is half, or her food is half. There's a lot of food there. I'm going to have to stock these things with some raw meat. She can easily eat that all. On my shoulder, I've got the gift, which I haven't actually put the saddle on yet, or the stone. I'm going to take that off my shoulder real fast. And just called it gift from Bowden. I don't know who I'm going to give it to yet. Go ahead and put the saddle on there. Pick this one up. And then ours, the one I'm keeping, is called Sizzle. And there's the saddle for Sizzle. Now, I think, if I recall, that they fly fairly quickly for vanilla critters. So I'm not really worried about bumping speed at the moment. I think I'm more interested right now in bumping some melee. And then eventually some health and things so that they can be a little more ferocious. But right now I'm going to land and teleport. It'll be a lot faster. Let's check out Mort's place. See if Mort has anything that would justify not giving him this gift. Mortuary. He's down here. I thought he was. Did I pass right over him? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Morty Poppins. That's right. He calls it Morty Poppins. It's his new name for himself, I guess. All right. There we go. All right. We're like literally right over his base. All right. He's got 2 Pteranodons, I can see. One down further down the walkway and one here. And then he's got 2 guard dogs over there. So he does not have a Wyvern. I think we should give him one. I think we should put it right there. Now we might have to add some more meat to his trough too. Let's see if I can actually land these guys. No, of course not. Oh, vanilla wyverns. How silly you are at flying and landing and your turn radius and all that stuff. Alright, you stay right here. There's sometimes raptors around here. I'm just looking real fast to make sure. Well, the raptors would leave the wyvern alone anyway. Let's eject you. Stay still. Please don't. Thank you. Perfect. Don't fall off. Come up here. Can I actually make this leap? Yes, I can. Perfect. Perfect position for this guy, too. Things are going to leave it alone. So just so it doesn't fly away, I'm going to set it to passive. It shouldn't die. Because like I said, it's a behemoth, so it's not really going to be attacked by anything except another wyvern, maybe. Or a Rex or something, but a Rex isn't going to get up here. I think it's fairly safe. Meat. All right, let's go get our guy back. If I can I make this jump? Oh, I can. Barely. Let's get back on our guy, and let's go check out his how he's feeding all of these things. He's not feeding these guys with any trough. Fortunately, they have some meat on them. Okay. Just want to make sure his guys aren't going to die. And that we're not stealing their food. Okay, so let's go on over here and let's see. Let's attempt a landing. Let's see, not from over there. Oh, he's got a couple more over here, too. Didn't even notice. Oh, this is where his actual base is going to be. Okay. Well, still don't want to put the gift over here. Because it's unprotected. So leaving it where it is fine. Oof, I knew we would make that jump. At least I hoped we would. Are these guys being fed from a trough? No. And he's got no meat at all. His food is down a little bit. Food is fine. Not troughed. Oh, Mort, you need some troughs, man. And this guy is hungry. I don't have anything for him. This guy's got some food. Let me help you out a little bit more. Let me transfer some veggies from one animal to another since you don't have a trough. Do you have anything in you? You do. You're fine. You need meat. And that's my guy. Okay, so there's no trough. We need to go get him some meat, though. So we'll take our guy and go collect a bunch of meat. Well, Mort was on this guy when he logged out because his body fell underneath. So you're fine. You eat meat or veg. Did you have anything on you? You did. You're fine, too. And all these guys are meat eaters. Okay, let's put the veg back over here. Okay. I'll go get some meat, feed that guy, and then we'll go play with this guy some more. Actually, Sizzle, let's see how you hunt now. Let's go kill some things. It's probably better to just land and fight with a wyvern at this stage, since we're just trying to collect some meat, and it's a lot easier to maneuver them, and they all fight from the ground. There we go. I mean, we're doing decent damage now. This guy will fight us. There we go. But we can always go higher, right? A little bit more. We got a little bit of level up animation going. Yep, wag. There you go. And by the way, do they still have the... they do. The wind blowing thing. Which actually lets you harvest, I think, lets you harvest trees? Thatch? Something like that? There's only one of you left. You should be running away. So if that's the case, let's turn and find out. Does this let us harvest thatch? Yeah, wooden thatch. See that? This is hitting crouch, by the way. The crouch key makes the wings flap and harvest wood and thatch. Not much there. I don't need any wood or thatch. So we'll get rid of that. A little bit more. Let's just get the melee up pretty high, and then we'll start worrying about health and stamina and things of that nature. We are going to need some stam, though. How much meat do we have? 1,000? That's probably not even enough to let that other guy heal up. So we'll keep hunting here. 512 killed in one bite. Oh wow, you were a pretty decent level. 50, well 50, I guess. Not really decent, but those guys are kind of tough. There we go, another Paraceratherium. What I really would like here, I guess, would be a Phiomia for meat. They give a lot of meat. Okay. Eating you. 548, a couple more levels into there. Level up. Yes. I'm not going to bother hunting you. There we go, I'll take you. What's up there? Horsey. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and collect meat, and we'll feed that one, and see how high we can get these guys. Okay, we've been leveling up. We're up to 1397 on melee damage. And kill a couple Carnos over here, and then there's a rock golem I wanted to attack. I don't know if I can kill it, but we're going to find out. Doing 1,400 damage. That translates to what, like 2 damage on a rock golem? Here's a level 90 rock golem. Ooh, a little bit more. Let's see if we can attack it. That one right over there. Let's see if we can attack it, and what will damage we will do to it. There it is. 148. Okay, it's 10th of it, of course. He's doing a little bit of damage to me. We're still doing damage to him. And I think I looked at this one with a super spyglass. Looks like he was a little damaged, like somebody had tried to tame him. I should probably actually check to see if somebody was in the middle of taming this dude. Actually, let me back off. Let me ask if anybody was in the middle of taming. Well, if I can back off, there we go. If anybody was in the middle of taming this dude. And if not, anyone taming a level 90 rock golem. It has a lot of torpor. Let's see if anybody said so. There he is, if nobody comes back. I think Sperry was out preparing to tame one. I don't know if this is one he was playing with. We'll find out here in a second. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and try to kill it. But the 150 died. Oh, okay. Can Can I kill the 90? We'll see. Alright. Sperry says okay. This guy's going to give us some cloud. I'm going to kill this moth here. Which actually might slow the golem down, although he's not moving anyway. See if we can get him. Our health is still fine. Bring up the glass here. Yeah, he's almost dead. Let's see what we can kill him and get some XP and get some harvest. There he is. Can we harvest this guy? I thought we could harvest these. I guess not. You need the Anki for that. He has other zone. There's an 85 there as well with lots of teleport. Okay. So we're going to actually do a little teleporter trick where we're going to teleport back to our base. And you notice the remote teleporter, the awesome teleporter remote, has a thing on it called last teleport location. So we're going to fly down and land here. And we're going to fetch the Anki. The group Anki here. Those walls are there. They just took a while to draw in. And actually, since he's a little slow, we're going to pick him up. And we're going to teleport right back to where we were. Bring up the remote. Last remote location should take us right back to where we were. Then we'll close the remote. We'll get the Anki off our shoulder. There's our golem. And we'll harvest this dude. See what he gives us. I'm pretty sure the Anki can harvest him. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh, look at that crystal. Whoa. Oh, we're going to overweight ourselves here, but that's fine. Then we just teleport right back. And we're good to go. And there's a... Where's that? Oh, it's a saber-tooth. It's a redesigned saber-tooth. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.